All I know is get it, got it, now it's gone. Keep a lot of straps, cause I know the war's on. Never cross the line, you know I'm my brother's keeper. Very getting quick, this a message to the reaper. All I know is get it, got it, now it's gone. Keep a lot of straps, cause I know the war's on. Never cross the line, you know I'm my brother's keeper. Very getting quick, this a message to the reaper.
Welcome to the Big BoneYard. Enter at your own risk.
Pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When a client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.
Wow. I don't know what happened, but for some reason we back here again. We just did this a minute ago, some days ago, whatever. But I think we made it back. What's up, man?
What up? What up, though? What up, though?
That part. Hey, well, look, folks, thank y'all very much for joining us again for the Big BoneYard. You got myself, Big Bone 1%er, and doggone co-hosted with the fucking Moses, Archbishop 1%er. Lifer in the house. Lifer in the house, y'all.
What up, everybody? How was your week?
Yeah, and speaking of which, y'all, I hope y'all know that me and Archbishop, we chop it up about what's been going on over the course of the week and everything like that. But swear to God, some of y'all, we fuck with y'all anyway, like for real. So we hear that. But you know what? Those of y'all that's watching us, give us a shout out. Let us know if your week was shitty because your boss is a horrible individual and you didn't get to ride this week and all like that. Hey, share your shit. We want to hear about that. If the stuff was great, say that too.
Right. Where you originate from? Like, where are you from? So we can look over here and see where we're reaching out to. You know what I mean? Give us.
I would love to know that. I swear to you, I would love to know that. No, like you saying. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I got all excited when you said that. Though
I was just saying. I mean, like we've been doing all these shows, and we know that there's people here from like all over the place. I mean, we know there was some here from Australia, and Nova Scotia, California, and over in Colorado, and stuff like Ohio, stuff like that. So, you kind of want to see, where we going? Like, how far is this show reaching out? You know what I mean? So if you over here right now, or even after the show ends, you can still comment. Tell us where you're from, so we see how far out we're reaching.
Because but some of y'all don't know. So like the software, the algorithm, YouTube, whatever, says 60% of the people are from United States. X number of people are from Canada. X number of people are from Nova Scotia or Canada, or a lot of people from Australia. And but it'll give us a percentage of where those folks are from, but it don't say which people we're talking about. You know what I mean? So we would love to know, like, who are you? Because we talked now. This obviously some of y'all, like Shovel and some of them cats. We know Shovel is from Perth, Australia, right? We know that because he's been fucking with us from day one. But there's a whole bunch of other folks. We see some new folks. Some folks have been on here for a minute. But yeah, share that shit. We would love to know. Don't be shy. Even if your ass is from Colorado, say you from Colorado. Don't assume that we know it or everybody else. We'd love to hear from you. But yeah, man. So we made it through the week. You know, this week's been all right. You know, it's been busy as all get out, and we ain't finished yet. Next week is going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff like that. But yeah. So there's that. And Archbishop, if you could help us out, I heard some people talking about there's a such a thing as a disclaimer. You ever heard of such a thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Our disclaimer is beneficial. You know, so basically, our disclaimer is this. What we talk about on this show is our opinions and our opinions alone. It has something to do with our prospective clubs, even though we love our club to the fullest, but we're not talking about them, nor are we giving you anything from them. This is our opinions and our opinions alone, based on the years we've been out here on the slab and the experiences that we done went through to get where we're at now. That's it. That's all.
That's it. What he said. That's us, not everybody else. Wags, what's up, Wags? Let's see, Wags. All right on. Hell's Love is in the house. Good to see you, man. But yeah, you know, so, and I think a big part about it, so as we talk about all these different folks in all these different places, which we want to hear from, it really ties in very much to what we're going to be talking about tonight. And matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up that description. You know how we do.
We've been getting a lot of them popping in, telling where they're from. We got North Carolina, we got Georgia.
Oh shit, already? Okay, yeah, that's what's up. Okay,
North Dakota. Let's see, what else we got?
LA. Let's see, Puppet.
Dragging the Midnight Rider from Ghost Rider from West Virginia. Yeah, we got quite a few North Carolina on here. Yeah, they chiming in. Yeah, just keep that pushing.
Yeah.
We want to know where y'all coming from.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Okay. I didn't even see that coming. What is it? What's Esther saying? Esther says. Oh, hold on one second. Esther says. Stop it, machine. Hold on. The machine fucking with me. Esther says. So now that I passed my MC class today, congratulations. When Big Bone 1% are going to send me my pocket size. Yo, I got one. Pocket size Constitution and ID badge as promised. Oh, I'm from New Jersey. My name. Oh. Case Sarcastic. I didn't know that. Okay, so now I know who you are. I know who you are. And look, give me 1 second. We got a caller. Let's see who that is. Hey, hello, and thank you for calling the Big BoneYard. You got Big Bone 1%er and Archbishop 1%er on the phone. Who this is? Hello. All right, if somebody is called, I see the number. Y'all can't hear us? What's up, folks? Hold on. Is y'all there? Okay, all right, maybe they'll call back. All right, somebody called us. But going back to Sarcastic, man, look, Sarcastic. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, we got to hold on. Stop it, phone. So Sarcastic, let's see, hit us up on the, or either call on the phone. Okay, wait a minute, I think this is this Sarcastic hitting us up? Sarcastic, call the line, call the phone, and you can send a text to that phone number that you see. Hold on, wait a minute, this might be you, hold on. Hey, hello, and thank you for calling the Big BoneYard. Archbishop 1%er, as you were, Big Bone 1%er, Archbishop 1%er. Who is calling us right now? Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's see what's going on. Hold on. Let's see what is going on. Hold on. Let's see. All right. It says you're connected. I don't know why we can't hear you. Hold on. Let's see here. Can anybody hear this dude?
No, I don't hear.
Nah, I don't either. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. Okay, we'll put you on the speaker. Let me see. All right. What about now? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Now we can hear you. All right. Now we can hear you. All right. Now who is this?
Okay. This is Black Dragon, the Midnight Ghost Rider. It's raining on my phone out here. I'm listening to you on my bike.
Oh, right on. Right on. Okay.
Yeah, it's
technical difficulties
with my phone and shit. Yeah, exactly. That water hitting the rain. They go to the bing spot, the gambling spot on my left.
Oh, right on. Well, yeah, man.
Yeah, but you said give you a call, so I just wanted to, tell everybody how you, Archbishop, hey, y'all my boys, man. Thank God for you, because here in West Virginia, we don't really have too much, so I'm loving this shit.
Man, hey, that's what's up, man. Look, we love hearing from you, and folks is chiming in. This is actually cool, man. AB, I'm so glad you asked that question. Oklahoma, North Carolina, Virginia. I see Nicole Bell. I know you, Nicole. Me and Nicole went to high school together, or kind of sort of went to high school together. I was in the same area. Got folks coming, hitting us up from some everywhere, and that is what's up. Okay, hey, original millennial, you talented mofo, you. We see you, boy. That's Kenyatta doing his damn thing. All right, but yeah. So, but I'm going back to. I want to tell you, sarcastic. So you passed. Let me see if I got it right now. You said, where'd she go? She said I'm trying to find that message that she sent us. She said, okay, there it is. She said, so now that I passed my MC class today. When Big Bone going to send my pocket-sized Constitution and ID badge as promised. Oh, I'm from New Jersey. This is how do you pronounce that though? Is it Q sarcastic or K sarcastic, or like I'm wondering how you say it? And we know that if you call us on the phone and tell us that. So we're gonna throw the phone number up here for you so you can actually do that, because we want to hear from you. There it is. And but yeah, we can get that done, because we've got those. So for those of y'all that don't know what we're talking about, we talk about knowing your laws, not just knowing the law, but know your rights, your constitutional rights. And some of us, a lot of us, we carry in our pockets, like on our rags or in the vest, in the pocket, we keep a copy of the U.S. Constitution. In case you got some downtime, you riding, not riding your bike, but let's say you're sitting on the toilet, you're going to work, you got some downtime. Thumb through it, get familiar. There's a whole bunch of them. The first 10 are pretty important. Really, the first 13, depending on who you're talking to. But go through those things, get familiar with them, and understand those are your actual rights. And people get their rights trampled on every day and don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
It happens every day. So when you get familiar with what those rights are, when they're taking advantage of you or doing some shit that shouldn't be done to you. Most people, it's like somebody taking money out of your checking account. If you don't look in your checking account to see how much money you got, you might not notice that somebody just took $100 from you. So I'm just saying. But yeah, so the point is, yeah, girl, we got you. So make sure, stand by 1 second. Hey, thanks for calling Big BoneYard. You got both of us. You got Big Bone 1%er and Archbishop 1%er on the line. Who this?
This is Queen Sarcastic.
See, I knew it. The QU was, see, I know. I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't right. Did you see it? You saw it, right, Archbishop?
Yeah, I see.
Did you know it was Queen?
Nope.
Yeah, see, you just want to confuse us with your spelling.
I just abbreviated the QU.
Queen Sarcastic.
Going abbreviations for something, huh?
I feel educated now. I swear I do. So you're in New Jersey now?
Yes.
Okay, on purpose? Like you meant to live there on purpose is what you want to do?
Well, yes.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but we're free now, right? You can leave. I'm just saying. All right, I'm just playing. But no, for real though. You finished your motorcycle class today?
Yes, I did.
How did you do?
I did good. I was going to do the two wheels, but health conditions forced me to do 3.
Okay.
I did the 3, and I passed my class today, so I had to start looking for a motorcycle.
Did they still make you do that that 888 thing, the figure 8 rather? Did you have to do that?
Yes. Yep.
So you want to trike?
25 miles per hour.
Say what?
At 25 miles per hour.
What? So I was going to ask you, if you got to do 25 miles an hour on a trike. My guess is it would sound like it's easier because it's on a trike, but you have to maintain that speed on a trike. Was it very difficult, or was it just real comfortable for you?
Which is difficult with the ones they had. They had the old versions.
Mm-hmm.
So the handlebars was just straight. It wasn't curved like some other bikes are. So we had to use that.
So what I'm hearing you say is you really flunked the class, but they passed you because you screwed up the figure 8, but they thought you was cute, so they just gave you your shit anyway, right? Is that what happened?
They would have never passed me if I didn't complete that figure 8, right?
Yeah, that figure 8 is the damn devil. It's the devil, I tell you. But that's all right. That's all right. Well, congratulations to you. Hold on. Let's hit you with the congratulations. Queen Sarcastic. I know you've been rocking with us for a minute, so needless to say, when you get a minute, this same phone number that you called in, you can send a text message. Send us your info, the address, and all like that, and we'll make sure that we're going to get you. We're going to get you the doggone the Constitution book, brand new one, brand new Constitution, because mine are old as dirt. I know Archbishop, his shit's falling apart too, but we're gonna get you brand new book. And what else did you say? Oh, and the shit, hold on, I got it over here somewhere. And we're gonna get you this joint right here. This is your document holder. So to recap this, the idea behind this joint right here is what we do is, say you're out riding your scoot, right? You got your driver's license, your registration, your insurance if your state requires it, whatever your documents are that you need to have on you, we're going to have this and we're going to put it in the pocket right here. The reason we do that is because in a lot of states, when the cop pulls you over and says, let me see you this, that, and the other thing, and you got to go and open something up to look for it, you just basically gave him probable cause to, hey, I thought I saw something. So now he gets to go through your stuff. Even if you don't have something in there and something accidentally falls out of his pocket into that saddlebag, that tour pack, that doggone glove box or whatever, now you got some explaining to do, Lucy. You don't know. So guess what? Keep them out your shit. Have one of these bad boys. So that's what Queen Sarcastic was talking about. So we're going to get you one of these. Matter of fact, we'll send you a few of them so you can give out to your homies, you know, like your brothers, your sisters. We'll send you a few of these, as well as the U.S. Constitutions, a few of those, so everybody can, you know, we believe in that around here. But congratulations to you, and make sure you hit us up so we can get that sent to you.
I will, and I will take it to the CH and make sure they're distributed.
Yeah, that part. And look, another thing, I dig the way you said the CH, which I know you've been paying attention to some shit, because you said CH instead of the other thing. Look at you, man. Look, you man, stop being my favorite around this motherfucker. Damn. She's squared away. Damn. Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Shit.
So you paying attention.
Yeah, I'm saying, damn, that was some good shit. But I tell you what, look, so stay with us, and if we hit on something that you want to share, don't be shy. Call us back. As a matter of fact, why don't you just hang in there for a minute? We just gonna chop it up for a little bit anyway. Hang in there with us for a little bit.
Okay.
So Original Millennial said, smash that like button to support the show. So please hit the like, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, do that. Share, tell folks about this. You know, we want folks to come and check us out and whatnot. Let's see here. But yeah, it's all kinds of folks, man. Somebody from Facebook saying, hey, big brothers. Nicole Bell said some cussing words. Let me see. She said, making sure you are educated and knowing your rights is a must. That is a fact. Ghost Eagle, we see you, baby. Ghost Eagle's helping us out with this thing with this new platform, so we definitely appreciate that. The VHK Togo, I can't even say it. A whole bunch of words and then far. Good evening, Big Bone and Archbishop. Mama Duke's here supporting. Okay, all right. So that's what that is. Okay, hey. And okay. See, I'm just now catching this. Oh, okay, Chi-Town. I know who that is. Chi-Town said, finally made it, Big Bone. Okay. Chi-Town, what's up, baby? And Myron Mosley, you talented mother. I'm trying not to cuss so much. Sassy. All right. But anyway, so to go ahead and jump on the something we was talking about. So night shows, we're saying stand your ground. Folks like stand your ground. So it might sound like some old Florida stuff, because it kind of sort of is. People talk about that in Florida, stand your ground. That's something folks be saying here. And so for those of y'all that don't know, when we talk about stand your ground in Florida, let me see if I can find it. Okay, there we are. Okay. Okay, so anyway, stand your ground is something that they do in Florida, which is if you feel like you are threatened or life or death situation, you have the legal right to protect yourself and that of yourself and your family, if that's a thing. The thing is that any little thing that happens, it kind of sort of feels like, if it's a biker involved, man, they're gonna come at you. You got the politicians making laws, you got cops doing everything, they're just doing the most. You got the media, which Archbishop, you talk about that a lot. The media is doing the most, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's like they're gonna paint you with the picture. You are Billy the Kid and freaking Al Capone and everybody rolled up all into one. That's kind of like a thing that they do. But anyway, here's what we wrote for the description of the show. Again, it's called Stand Your Ground. What happens when shit goes bad? But anyway, so you're all pumped up because it's time to ride on. It's time to jump on your scoot and ride out with your brothers and your sisters to the annual bike rally, and that's 2 states away. So you're looking forward to big fun, parties, a few drinks, and whatever else may come. You didn't know that when you got there, the whole damn rally was canceled. And some politicians on TV taking credit for it on the 6 o'clock news. And hey, he said that they're changing laws to combat us bikers. Bikers are bad. So what the fuck does that mean? So is this the new status quo, or is this just an overreaction by some politicians or the mainstream media? Either way, you just wanted to see some hot girls in Daisy Dukes and Cowboy boots. You wasn't going for any trouble, but now you got to ride all the way back home without any cool ass stories or nothing else. So now what? So how did this happen? Why did it happen? More importantly, how can you prepare for the next thing? How can you prepare for this in the future? How can you prevent it from happening? But I bet they're going to know the answer to that on the Big BoneYard. So I better tune in tonight, and y'all should join me. But y'all are already here, so that's just what we wrote down. But anyway, so yeah, we are here. So that's really like the thing that we're talking about. Because if y'all have been watching the news, which AB he hammers this home, mainstream media, and that don't mean just CNN, it don't mean just Fox, all of them do it. The first opportunity they get to dog us, they do it. Because as the one brother was saying, man, this biker shit is sexy. So and what's that thing the cops say? The news says, if it bleeds, it leads. You ever watch the news and somebody died in a car accident? That's the first story you hear. If some guy shot his brother-in-law, that's the first story you see on the news. If it bleeds, it leads. So if it's some old crazy sounding stuff, don't matter what really happened, that's the first story you're going to hear. That's the first thing they're going to talk about. But so, yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about tonight is, standing your ground and what, if anything, can we do to be aware of how they paint the picture about us in the news? So I'm going to shut the hell up for a minute. Archbishop, if you could take it away and point us in the right direction, sir.
Well, you know what? Before we do that, why don't you show that picture that we was talking about?
The video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Here you go. Hold on.
Oh, what I'm going to talk about after that.
Want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So say good night to the bad guy.
Hey, let's do it again. That was kind of cool.
Guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So say good night to the bad guy.
I get it.
Right. Okay.
I feel that shit.
Okay, now to the ones that are sitting here that's watching this, now you see throughout the week, I posted that very picture right there. And it kind of went everywhere. Like everybody started posting it, all that other stuff. We was talking about making t-shirts about it and the whole bit. Started talking about it. But really pay attention to that particular picture, because that picture and what's written on it speaks volumes. And what I mean by that is this. Now, yes, I talk about the mainstream media all the time. And the reason why I talk about them so much is because they take a story and it doesn't have to be true for them to air it. So they make it sound good. You know what I mean? So back before we was talking about, it didn't matter. It didn't matter what the story was. Remember, there was an article that I was talking about a couple of weeks ago that the reporter said it didn't matter whether it was true or not, but it had to make ratings.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you know that they're gonna add, subtract, put a little bit to it, make this part seem a little bit bigger than what it is, and all that, for the whole point of changing the narrative.
Right.
And that's what this thing is here. That sign that was posted is changing a narrative, because what they're putting out right now is that all these motorcycle clubs, these 1% clubs, these regular clubs, I mean, because this applies to everyone, that you are considered a motorcycle gang. You know what I mean? This was actually put in the Patriot Act. You know what I mean? You are considered as a motorcycle gang, which makes you a quote, quote, domestic terrorist in the land of fucking free. Where you were born and raised, you are now considered a domestic terrorist. What the fuck? I mean, seriously.
No, I'm serious. You're right.
Okay, so now you got the media, and then now you got politicians, which 9 times out of 10, a politician don't know shit about no motorcycle, don't know shit about no damn MC club, but they're gonna jump in now. Why? Because it's almost time for fucking elections, and you want to sound good, like you really taking charge and governing your commerce, your state, whatever. Knowing you ain't been doing shit. But now all of a sudden, this pops up. It's in the news. Now you want to. Now you want to floss. Now you want to act like that you like the big shit, and you get around and do X, Y, Z. Which in turn, what's going to happen? They're going to try to bring out some bullshit legislation that's going to try to cripple the MC world.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now this is the time. Now you know all them other times that we were sitting here was talking about before, that this wasn't a 99 1% situation. This isn't a black-white situation. This isn't a Republican-Democrat situation. This is a us situation.
Right.
Now, us, as the MC community, are going to have to stand up for this shit. Right, wrong, or indifferent, we have to stand up on this. Now, you think about this. If you in your club and somebody in your club does some shit that they don't have no business, they right when they outside. We're going to make sure that you taken care of. Now, then once we get behind closed doors, then we're going to deal with you for whatever you done. You know what I mean? Right now is a time that us as an MC community, we're going to have to put down the bullshit. We're going to have to stand together, because if not, these fuckers are going to do away with everything that we've been building for all these years.
Well, yeah. And, you know, it's funny that you say that, because depending on who you're talking to, more importantly, when you're talking to them, you know, the politicians, because here's what happens. Politicians and the media almost go hand in hand. And depending on which one you like, I'll say his name, Senator Wright, who is a senator out of Daytona, Florida, out of Daytona Beach, Florida. This man is not just a senator there. He rides his motorcycle. I was with some people at the ABATE state meeting yesterday who ride with him all the time. They're from Daytona. He's out there. He goes to the biker bars. He goes to the events. He's all over Daytona during Daytona Bike Week, the black side and the white side. He's a biker. He just happens to be a senator, and his wife is right there with him. So when things come up and they hit him with you need to do this in your district and you need to do that in your district, he don't bite, because he actually knows what time it is. And this guy's like 70 years old. He's still pounding the ground on his Harley, like nothing to it. Senator Wright. So, hey, first of all, Senator Wright, hats off to you. And he's a Republican, you know, so no offense, but I expect him to, you know, as a Republican, I'm expecting him to be with the bullshit, but no, he's a squared away dude. But here's the thing. When the mainstream media and all like them, and they start with all that stuff, one of the first ones to have his mouth open talking about, hey, that's not what it is this dude. But man, it's a damn shame. He's so rare in the game. He's rare. So, but you know, the media likes to make it, if anything happens, I don't give a damn what it was. You could have the bike parked in front of your house not a member of a club or nothing else. If they can figure out how to make this a biker story, they're going to do it. And unfortunately, guess who else is going to be concerned with it? The judge and the prosecuting attorney, DA. Now you're a biker, so that means they can slam dunk your ass. As crazy as that sounds.
Right.
Papa G said, OG got a new motto. I'm too old to fight. I'm too slow to run. I'll just shoot you and be done with it. You threaten my family, get right with your creator. Tell him you're on the way. Papa G, it says Gonza here, but I know Papa G from, oh, wait a minute. Shit, I must be old too, because I don't know Papa G about 20 years. But anyway, Papa G, love and respect to you. This is a man well respected on the set. And I tell you what, he loves his bikes, but he loves his family more. And fuck with him if you want to. But and he's here in Florida, so he knows all about stand your ground and all that kind of stuff. And that's just par for the course here in Florida. It's a thing. If you protect yourself, boy, you better be the right one protecting yourself. If you got a good tan, you might not get away with stand your ground. Stand your ground, they don't always let it apply to everybody else, but that's another subject altogether. But
okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Now, I think just a couple of days ago they had on the news that that they canceled the biker rally supposed to be in Las Vegas.
Yep.
Yep. Now, that's going to be a stream, like this one's canceled. So, they're going to start canceling this and canceling this and canceling this. So my question to you is that why do you think they're canceling? Are they canceling simply because they scared something going to go on? Is it fear? Or is it these insurance companies that's not going to insure these rallies now? Well, I'll
tell you, man. All right, look. So, Lord of mercy, all right. I know you asked me this on purpose, but I'll tell you what. Because so the answer would be all of those things. But let me be specific. Are they afraid? Yeah, but from an insurance company standpoint, they're not really afraid per se, as much as there is some guy in some insurance company who's in risk management who is concerned, oh my God, these bikers, because he bought into the hype, so he's like, oh my gosh, that sounds dangerous. But if he runs the numbers, he'll find out that the most bikers, in particular motorcycle clubs, they actually police themselves. Most of like the little small bars and place where bikers go, they're invited there. The owners love for them to be there because that means no cops. And because folks bikers don't want cops in their business, so they handle their own affairs and they do it quietly, quickly, and efficiently. I'm not saying that every now and then somebody might not get smacked in the head. That could happen at any time. But amongst bikers, it's handled. There's no big hoopla about it. So are they afraid? A little bit. There are some legit concerns, but as it relates to insurance companies do this. They're going to, whenever there are these events, they get to charge a lot of extra money because they're going to sell, oh my God, it's a biker event. We're going to have to charge your premiums. We're going to increase your premiums for this event that ordinarily would be this much. We're going to have to charge you guys 22% more. Oh, knowing full well, chances are, and the numbers bear it, that there's probably not going to be any incidents. So they make more money on an event or at a time where their risk is much, much lower. So they do it because they can. So insurance companies do charge more, but in real life though, the people, the insured, the businesses and the venues that are paying this extra money, they buy into the fact that, oh my gosh, this might be bad because why else would the insurance company charge me extra money? The thing that they don't understand is they charge extra money because they can. So here in the state of Florida, we know that our insurance rates for pretty much everything is way higher than most people in the United States because of the fact that the government has made a deal with the insurance company. They've been dealing with them ever since the DeSantis administration. It started with homeowners insurance. And if you're in Fort Myers, you know a lot about it. They had big floods down there. All the people that were insured are not getting covered. It's been quite a while since Hurricane Ian, and the insurance companies hadn't paid out shit, which is why the Republican senator down there did not sign off on the new tort reform, even though he was threatened and everything else by Ron DeSantis. He's like, no, I'm not going to do it. These people are fucking us over. I can't look these people in the eye, co-sign this bullshit for y'all to raise our rates after not having done shit for us. No. So, but that's some Florida shit. So insurance companies are a big driving force to feeding the narrative of bikers being bad and bikers all like this. And I'm not saying that on occasion some stuff doesn't happen, but it doesn't matter. I think I put a post up about this on Facebook recently. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about the U.S. Senate, the Vatican, the Boy Scouts of America, or the damn, the CMA, or we could go down a long list of miscellaneous organizations, the Jesus Christ Church of Latter-day Saints. Somebody sent me a nasty email because I mentioned Jesus Christ Church of Latter-day Saints. They wanted to, hey, how dare you say that? And I said, hey, Warren Jeffs. Well, that's one individual. That's not our whole church. Well, Warren Jeffs is in prison for the rest of his life. He is a criminal. That doesn't mean that his group is a criminal organization. That doesn't mean his church is a criminal organization. It means that his ass was a criminal. Same difference with bikers. Will a biker on occasion do something to run afoul of the law? Yes. That doesn't mean that all bikers are running afoul of the law. I don't give a damn what kind of club he's in. The fact that a biker somewhere did something does not mean that all bikers do that. But if you watch the news, you will think differently. If you believe what they tell you in the newspaper or on news or Facebook or whatever, you might believe that. That's why when you start pushing that all motorcycles are not, or motorcycle clubs are not gangs, best thing ever. I'm so glad people are sharing it. And if you haven't seen it, go to Archbishop's page, find that shit and share that shit. Let people know motorcycle clubs are not gangs just because somebody said so. That's bullshit. Ghost Eagle said, say what now? Oh shit, I forgot you was there. Well, hey, Queen Sarcastic. Oh shit, my bad. We talking all this shit.
I have a question. So now that they're calling bikers domestic terrorists,
yeah,
is that simply to reenact the RICO status?
Well, there's two different things. Domestic terrorists, that falls under Homeland Security. RICO is a whole other thing, which we don't like RICO. RICO's bad, but RICO is basically like, let's say you and your homegirl, let's say you're at home minding your own business, and your homegirl calls you and say, girl, there's this bank on the corner by my house. And let's say y'all in a motorcycle club, right? You're in the same club. And old girl calls you and says, girl, I've been thinking about robbing this bank. I bet you if you help me, we could get a bunch of money. And you say, damn, girl, for real though? You're like, hell yeah. We could get you, me, and Carolyn. We could probably knock that shit off and make some money. What do you think about that? And you say, well, shit, maybe. Guess what? According to RICO, your ass is you are guilty of conspiracy, and they can kick your doors in and lock you up. And if they get wind of it or they heard it, they can start an investigation on your ass. And 2 years after you forgot you had this conversation, you're getting locked up for some RICO shit that you don't even know what the hell is going on. That's RICO. And I'm not watering it down. Some people say, oh, no, it can't be like that. It is exactly like it. AB, am I lying?
No, it's exactly like that. And then they're going to go and they're going to freeze your bank account. And they're going to go through your house and they're going to take all the money and everything else they can find in your house, your little safe, your lock box, and everything else. And then they're going to report on the news that they caught you and you had $15,000 in unmarked, untraceable bills, not knowing that you've been saving that shit for the past 7 years. But that's what they're going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Got to make it sound good, of course. You know what I mean? And that's the name of the game. It has to sound good. But the thing is, by you making it sound good on the media, you are fucking people's lives up. Yep. You know what I mean? You are having, how many people do we know right now that has got in some kind of trouble? They've talked about them on the news or whatnot. They went through the process, went through court and all that stuff. Came out not guilty. Okay? But you done broadcasted this. You don't put this narrative out that this is what this person is. So even though they're not guilty.
So in the court of opinion, he's still guilty even though he was found innocent.
Exactly. So as soon as you see somebody recognizes who you are, it's the first thing that hits their mind. Oh, I remember him. He was on the news. He did XYZ. No, actually, I didn't. You know what I mean? But that never gets justified. Like they never come back on there and say, "Oh, you know what? My bad on that. I shouldn't have. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have said that." No. But how many people's lives have you affected by doing that?
Oh yeah. Oh, you fuck them over good. Well, you know about my situation. So for those of y'all that don't know, I got hit with some big boy charges about 2015, and them boys came, wrecked my car. Well, kind of wrecked my car. With guns drawn and all of this. Like just like on the movies, they did all of that old stuff. Took my car, my computers, my this, my that. They took all my stuff, right? Never gave me my stuff back, refused to do it. And to make it extra interesting, they said, you got 14 days to buy your car back or else we're going to auction it off. I'm like, well, how can you do that? You just arrested me and charged me falsely, I might add. You're taking my car and you took my car. But when I beat this case in court, y'all going to have to give my car back. They laughed. I'm like, I don't know what's so funny. I call my lawyer and my lawyer who's like, let me do my Scarface impersonation. My lawyer is such a good lawyer. By tomorrow, you're going to be working in Alaska, right? But my lawyer is that dude, right? Good dude. And my lawyer told me, dude, you better buy your car back. If you like that car, you better buy it back because once it's gone, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no recovery, no nothing. I'm like, wait a minute. They can take my car knowing full well that I'm not guilty. They charged me with this stuff. I'm not guilty, but they're going to take my car and they can take it and sell it. He said, if you want your car back, you better buy your car back. Guess what I did? I bought my car, bought my car back. They gave me a good price for my own car that was already paid for. But anyway, that's the thing. They can do pretty much whatever the hell they feel like doing. And by the way, all charges were dropped. Didn't get none of my nothing back. Didn't give a damn. That's what they do. And look, I'm a so-called success story. I'm the success story because I didn't go to prison behind some bullshit. That's just because I had good lawyers and whatnot. And I never stepped foot in court behind that shit.
You know what? I know one time they old cat, and he had this beautiful Cadillac STS when they first came out.
Oh yeah.
And the police have been messing with him for a while. Mind you, he an old cat. He like in his 60s.
Yeah.
So they got him and hemmed him up on some old trumped up charges, but he ended up getting out of that. But in the meantime, though, they took his car. Because his car was real flashy. I mean, he had a paint job on that car that wouldn't quit. Had the trues and bows, what they call them over in the West Coast, that mustard and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Was on point. They took that car, painted it painted it the brightest white that you could paint it. Put a red, white, and blue stripe across the front of it, made a damn derrick car, and rode it by his house every damn day. So he was free. He at the house, sitting on the damn porch with no vehicle. They ride by his house every day so that he could see that car. They can turn it into a damn derrick car.
Yeah. They did that.
He was not guilty, but they took his ride. And just like mutilated this car. You know what I mean? Can you imagine this car is sitting there? I mean, and it was like that car was like the deepest burgundy ever. It was like a wine.
Yes.
With the flake in it, had the gold rims, everything.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Old school was on some real pimp type shit. That car, I'm telling you, that car was laid out. And for you to turn it into just like a eggshell white, red, white, and blue derrick car with squad lights on top of it and the whole shit, and you got the nerve to drive by this man's house every single day, slow. So that you seen him drive by
after they took his shit.
Yeah.
So Nicole Bell, who's one of the boneheads out there. Nicole, hey, we love you, girl. So Nicole Bell is in Virginia. She lives, I think she still lives in Chesapeake. Well, what happened? So a number of years ago, there was this one dude who, now in the case of this dude, he was a drug dealer. I got to keep it 100. So there was this dude. He was a drug dealer, and he wasn't like a high level drug dealer. He was like a low level drug dealer, and it scraped and put his little pennies together and everything. Wasn't selling crack. He was the weed man. Like everybody's buddy. That dude. Well, they arrested him. gave him a little time, not even that much, didn't do a year. But the police took his car. Actually, they took two of his cars. He had a Cadillac and a Corvette, not a new Corvette, or old Corvette. They spent a lot of money redoing and everything else. Well, they took his cars. The police department took the Cadillac, and the sheriff. No, I'm saying it backwards. The police department took the Corvette, and the sheriff's department took the Cadillac, and they painted them, and like they paint them like the police cars and stuff. And they put the headlight. They put the the bubblegum machines, lights on top, and all like this. Changed them into police cars, and they started taking them around. And back then it's dare, dare again, say no to drugs and all like that. And they started taking this dude's cars around all over the place. Very similar thing. So he gets out of jail, and dude's like, "Dude, I seen your car." He's like, "Oh shoot, where's my car? I want to buy it back." Nope, it's a police car now. And the actual sheriff of Chesapeake, Virginia, and the police chief of Virginia Beach, Virginia, was rocking his cars. That became their personal cars. I'm like, wow, boy, that's a slap in the face. Now, in his case, he was selling some weed, so is what it is. But a lot of folks are not guilty of whatever the hell. You don't have to be guilty for them to charge. So Rich Newsom, that dude, who's an attorney out of Orlando and president of ABATE of Orlando, he told me he used to be a federal prosecutor. And he says, man, he's told me this on probably 20 different occasions. He says, we can indict and prosecute a ham sandwich if we felt like it. He goes, it don't matter. Somebody's just got to be pissed off. He's told me that several times. And he ain't lying. All you got to do is, it has very little to do with you actually being guilty of a thing. It has more to do with you pissing off the wrong individual. That wrong cop, that wrong politician, some guy that works for Fox News gets a hard on about you or something like that, or thinks, hey, this would be an interesting story. What if this guy really was doing this stuff? Or that lady, I never liked her. So guess what? Now you're the ham sandwich that's getting indicted. That's just how they get down.
Right.
I don't even eat pork. So why I got to be a ham sandwich? Couldn't it be like a damn London broil, like the lean beef type of thing? No, nothing like that's not a thing. All right.
Okay, now check this out though. You go something else.
Yeah.
Now we talked about the part about them canceling these bike rallies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, us as bikers, I mean, we don't like the shit because this is something that we done, a lot of bikers plan when they leave that year. Like, for instance, you went to Myrtle. So by the time you left there, you planning for the next year. You know what I mean? You already was stuff for the next year. So you knew that you had a spot, you know what I mean? You had your Airbnb, your hotel room, whatever, your space. If you're a vendor, you already jumping on that ahead of time. So of course, by them canceling all this stuff, of course you losing revenue. But those store owners in those towns that look every year for this extra money to come in, because a lot of these rallies is set up in smaller towns to where these store owners need this extra revenue because that's what's keeping them afloat throughout the year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, they're going to be losing money as well. You know what I mean? So, okay, so you keeping us out. Okay. But you ain't just keeping us out. You know what I mean? You got to think it's a whole little circle there. You know what I mean? We just here. You got to think about the people that got the restaurants, the people that has the stores, the people that has the hotels and the Airbnbs, and that does, bike rentals and everything else that you could think of.
Yes.
Area that knows.
Yes.
We have this festival every year. I know I'm going to make this, and this. Hell, I made $30,000 last week.
Mm-hmm.
I can make nothing now. You know what I mean? So there's going to be, when it comes to time, because there's going to come a time here real soon that when they start talking about trying to push legislation and all this other stuff to try to weed us out of stuff. It's going to come a time that we're going to have to show up, you know, at the Capitol steps. You know what I mean? And it's not just going to be just bikers, because there's going to be a lot of these business owners who done lost their ass because they done already bought stuff and prepared to have these festivals, and you just cancel some shit, so they got to put the money that they can't get back.
Look, nail on the head type shit, because all this stuff, the back and forth, the last group of times we went to Tallahassee was in regard to motorcycle safety and awareness. A bunch of folks, but before that it was tort reform. We had Bert from Bert's Barracuda Harley Davidson. He owns several Harley Davidson. This guy's he ain't, let's just say he ain't broke, ain't putting his business out there, but he's doing all right. He owns a bunch of Harley Davidsons. He got on his shit and rode to Tallahassee, which is not close. It's like 5 hours for us. Rode his shit with a bunch of other dirty ass bikers who went up there to talk to our governor, and our government, senators and congressmen, to tell them, hey, here's what we think about what it is that you're doing. And guess who else was there? Lawyers and doctors and chiropractors and all those people who are affected by them trying to screw over the state of Florida about this insurance stuff, because they want basically people not to be covered. But they want the insurance companies to still legally be able to charge you a bunch of money, and even more than they did before. You had business owners, those people, the auto glass people, they was all up there. And this is about that thing. This isn't even about what Archbishop was talking about, because guess what? That's coming too. That's coming too. And we're going to be going back to the Capitol steps, asking these people, what the fuck are y'all doing to us? Because let me tell you, in fact, if you're watching right now, tell us about the place where you go, like in your state, the biker rally that you go to in your state. And I guarantee you what Archbishop just said, absolutely correct. I can tell you right now, off the top of my head, as he was talking about it, I was thinking it. There's a place called Leesburg in Florida. It's a couple of 3 hours from here. Leesburg, Florida. I've talked to many people there, businesses in Leesburg, and they say they depend on the Leesburg Bike Festival that happens once a year, every year. They make all the money that they're going to make for the year in that 1 week. That festival goes away, they're done. They stay open all year round, and certain businesses up there will only be open during the regular part of the year 3 days a week, because they ain't making no money. It's in Leesburg, ain't shit in Leesburg. They open 3 days a week, maybe 4. The regular places, they're not getting a whole lot of business. They're hanging on by a string. But guess what? During bike week, that's where they make all the money that holds them over for the whole rest of the year. It's 12 months in a year. They got 1 week, 52 weeks in a year. They got 1 week where they make all of the money that they're going to need for the rest of the year. That's it.
Right. So, and they prepare for that. Like I said, they buy all that stuff and prepare for that, because they know people coming. This is what they want. This is what they're looking for. And this is how I'm going to make my money. Yep. Like I said, like you got, like Las Vegas started it. Okay. So now you're going to trickle down effect. So then you're going to have all these little city officials, these little mayors who are talking about, oh, we don't want no problems, and we gonna cancel this. Then it's gonna hit the next one, and they're gonna cancel that. It's gonna hit the next one. It's gonna cancel that one. You know what I mean? These people are losing money. You know what I mean? Like, we may lose a little bit. You know what I mean? Because we may have made reservations and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we may lose a little bit, and actually not even really that, because if you know a little bit ahead of time, you're gonna call and cancel it anyway, so you're gonna get your money back anyway. So technically, we ain't really losing a whole lot.
Yep. Papa G saying true story. Papa G been to Leesburg more times than most of us know how to count. He's saying true story on Leesburg, bro, because he knows there's nothing in Leesburg but a good time during bike week. And guess what? When they screw that up, and by they, I'm talking about the government and law enforcement, when they screw that up, you're going to punish all those folks who have been there preparing for all these years to make sure that these bikers have a great time. They work 1 good week a year, make all the money they need. And there's a whole bunch of people, they call them carpetbaggers. Those are people who are not from Leesburg who are going to bring their ass to Leesburg so they can make some money. They go up there because guess what? Because that's what everybody's going to be. They're going to make that money.
Mm-hmm.
So when they screw that up,
those vendors, they go from one spot to the next spot to the next spot.
Yeah.
You know,
yep.
Whether they selling, you know, food, merchandise, you know what I mean, all
Mm-hmm.
other stuff. They just, I mean, that's how they make their living through the year. They use those rallies to do that, and they bounce from one spot to the next to the next.
Yeah. Look at Daytona. Daytona switched to 2 weeks a year because there's Bike Week and then there's Biketoberfest. Biketoberfest was an excuse to say, damn, can we do this more than one week a year? So they got back Biketoberfest, you know, real talk. I'll tell you, what you call it? Original Millennial, that's Kenyatta. He was saying these LEMCs want respect. Now's the time for them to step up and help defend the MC lifestyle, traditions, and benefits for folks like veterans looking for brotherhood. If not, sit the fuck down. Because what he was also, what somebody was saying a little while ago in regard to, actually that was Kenyatta saying as well. He was saying there sure seems to be a lot of LEMCs, that's law enforcement motorcycle clubs, or as we say, cop club, trying to emulate those nasty low down bikers their fellow Leos, that's their fellow cops, seem to hate so much.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know what happened to you, Bone. Yeah, he didn't froze completely up. I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, Original Millennial, you're absolutely right. Yeah, a lot of them, they should actually step up. Being the fact that you out trying to perpetrate to be like us. But so you should absolutely jump up and defend it. You know what I mean? So if you're riding around like us, you might as well be out there defending just like we are too. And you're right. And if you can't do that, then sit back. Real simple. But you know, the LEMCs, like I said, I mean, I know you got a hard on for them because you talk about them quite a bit. But you know, I don't really per se deal with them. I don't really per se care for them, you know, and I got my own reasons to that. But you know, they're here just like us. Okay, they have rules, they have bylaws, they got a way that they're doing things just like we do. So, you know, am I separating them from the pack of everybody else? No, because they're, you know, I mean, once they put these rags on, then they're supposed to be doing the same things that we doing, right? So we got to hold them just as accountable as them as law enforcement officers try to hold us accountable on things. Then when they come up here on our side, it's our job to hold them accountable just as well as we hold everybody else on this end. You know what I mean? So it kind of goes both ways when you're dealing with that. But you know, getting back to these festivals. Now, you know, Las Vegas was just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the beginning of something that's going to eventually come on down the pike, and it's gonna affect us one way or the other. You know what I mean? And we can sit here and we can talk about this until we blue in the face.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm back. I had some connectivity issues.
Oh, let me finish.
Yeah, that was weird, man. That ain't never happened to me before.
So we can keep talking about this until we blue in the face, dealing with what's going on here. But the fact remains is that we, as a motorcycle community, is going to have to band together. We're going to have to stick together, and we're going to have to actually go out here and show people that what you talking about, this gang shit, and these motorcycle clubs or gangs, we got to go out here and show them that this is not what the hell we're going to stand for. You know what I mean? Because right now, you think about it, there's no MC clubs that's doing CNN and Fox and all these other shows that's talking about, you know, giving our side of the story. There's nobody doing that. This is all the media talking about, and that's all you hear. You know what I mean? You hear somebody say, you know, he'll talk for 2 minutes and he'll mention gang 19 times. Seen one yesterday. He talked for 2 minutes. He mentioned the word gang 19 times. You know what I mean? So you figure that as many times as you sit there and do, it's like they do that shit on purpose though, because if you keep You keep saying the same thing over and over and over again, and eventually it's going to hit something, and you're going to remember that part. You know what I mean? So once that happens, you just change the narrative. They changed the narrative to what they wanted you to think. You know what I mean? Basically, they just sit there and mind fucked you, and you went for it. You know, that's gonna, by us standing around and not saying nothing, and we just sitting here letting these people talk and just letting them keep sitting here saying gang this, gang this, gang this, and they putting that perception out to everybody that we just, you know, a bunch of fucking Vikings just running around robbing and pillaging and just doing whatever the fuck we want to do. That's what this is the perception that they're trying to put out.
Right.
I mean, but you know, hindsight is 20/20. You know what I mean? So we all have to come together. Somebody's gonna have to stand up on this end. Whether, you know what I mean, it can't just be one person that stands up and says something. It has to be all of us as a unit to say bullshit and call them on the shit that they out here saying. You know what I mean? Actually tell the truth about something for once in their fucking life.
Yeah. And look, and be ready. And see, it's one thing for us to talk about all this stuff, and you know, we run our mouths all the time, but in real life, you know, we can take time out to go to this rally and this event and all this kind of stuff. But guess what? Sometimes when it's time for folks to get together and to say, hey, we don't want y'all fucking with us like this, or that's not true, or we're not who you said we are, it's where the hell are it's like, yeah, where they at? It's crickets. So look, get on your bike. You like to ride, get on your bike, ride to your local COC, ride to A-Bait and tell them, hey, look, you know, I'm concerned about this stuff. And they're going to be like, damn, we are too. What can I do to help? And they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you, hey, look, here's what we need. Sometimes they just need asses in the seats. Sometimes they need you to send an email. Sometimes they need you to pick up the phone and call your senator or your congressman. Sometimes they need you to, hey, we're going to get together at this place right here that they might have said that they don't really like us over there. But guess what? What they're going to like is the money that we're bringing to them. We're going to go to this place over here and we're going to spend some money. And when the business owner makes a bunch of money off these bikers, he ain't going to want y'all to go nowhere. So when it's time to speak up, this business owner who might be connected or not connected, or whatever, he's going to show up. He's going to have his lawyer and his money and his friends. And guess what? That's how change happens. Because as much as we hate to say it, America is a financial, money-driven country. You know, like everything revolves around that almighty dollar. And guess what? When you start playing with people's money by telling them you can't make no money because we don't like these bikers, they're going to have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to do your part. You got to do your part. Find out where you need to be. Play your position, as my sister used to say. Play your position. Play your role. Because every one of those positions means a lot when it comes to fighting for your rights. That's why I love the fact Queen Sarcastic, when she could ask for anything, she said, hey, she got her motorcycle class done. She's out there shopping for a bike. First thing she said, she wanted her copy of the U.S. Constitution and her document holder. And we're going to get her that because she been listening. You know, she been listening. So yeah, look, y'all get with us on this. Y'all get with us on this. This is good for all of us. This ain't helping out Archbishop. He's got a great lawyer. You know, he's plugged in. I'm gonna be all right. I got a great lawyer. In fact, we got the same lawyer. You know, we got the same. It's the same dude, right? But we all right. You know. But guess what? We're a part of this MC community, and as a result of such, we ain't good if y'all ain't good. So you know, so let's do that. Yeah, hey, we had some technical difficulties a little while ago. I'm not sure what the hell happened.
Yeah, you was talking, and all of a sudden it was just.
I know some folks that wish they could do that to me in real life. You know, like just hit a button.
But you know what though? I've done that a couple of times on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Somebody calling, you know, like right when they get ready to ask you for some money, you know they get ready to ask you for some money. They're like, hey, I was just thinking, and you just.
Yo. Hey, Kenyatta just said smash the like button real quick. Just take a minute. If you hadn't done it, we want y'all to do a couple things. Hit the like button. Definitely show some support. Hit the like button. If you've not subscribed, do that. But definitely, everybody out there, seriously, share this what we're doing right now. Share that with somebody else. Anybody, let them watch it. You don't know who's going to like it, who's going to hate. They might hate it. Send it to them anyway. But definitely that's the thing. Papa G just said, in regard to the cop clubs, he said, Archbishop, in reference to the law enforcement motorcycle clubs, if the media calls the motorcycle clubs gangs, then call the law enforcement motorcycle clubs gangs as well. He said, come on, man. Real talk. That's a fact.
And it's called accountability. You know what I mean? Now, you got these officers on Monday through Friday, they're here to protect and serve. So what are they doing? They holding, they got the law on their side to where they holding us as citizens accountable. You're accountable for what you do. Now, on Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, when they run around and they want to be, sons of anarchy.
Yeah, basically.
On the cool shit until, because they only sons of anarchy until, something happened. And then they
right.
Fast, you know what I mean? So, so you got to watch that shit. But anyway, they still got to be held accountable on our end as well. You know what I mean? So when they come over here on our side, then they got to follow the same rules, protocols, traditions, and everything that we got to follow as well. You know what I mean? So now you got to hold them accountable. You know what I mean? So if you calling me a gang, him a gang, and this club over here a gang, then guess what? Your ass a gang too. So what you gonna do about it?
Yeah, and look, we got a couple of sheriffs here in Florida, and some other places. I heard it's in Arizona and a few other places. But you can Google it and see it. There's certain police chiefs and sheriffs in different areas, and I know it's here in Florida, where they say, "Hey, if you, as an officer of the law, are a member of Iron Order," that's one of them. I'll say it. If you're a member of Iron Order, and we find out about it, you're out. There's this one guy, I think I put it on Facebook. There's this one sheriff who ordered, he said he gave his cops 10 days to show up for an inspection. He said, inspection? What's that about? He called all these guys who are members of Iron Order and what's the other one? Iron Order and Punishers, I think it was. Iron Order, Punishers, and Enforcers. The crazy shit is those clubs don't get along, and they're all cops, which is just crazy to me because they out here trying to play gang member because they think they're trying to act like what they think we are, right? But anyway, this sheriff said, "Hey, you got 10 days to come in for an inspection." What's the inspection? Well, we're going to inspect your body to see if you got club tattoos from your motorcycle gang. Because if you got them, you're out. You're out. These cops are worried as hell. They're calling their union delegates and their union reps and their lawyers, and they got all these problems. Well, wait a minute now. If you're a cop who follows the law and your commanding officers telling you to come in to look at your tattoos to see if you're a member of the gang, because that's what y'all call all motorcycle clubs, but you say you're not a gang, but the cops say that you are a gang, but you're a cop and you're saying you're not a gang. And then they tell you to come in to prove that you're not a gang, but yet they look, yeah, exactly. Bullshit. That's what we're saying. It's bullshit. So the cops are even telling these fucks that, hey, you can't be a member of a motorcycle club because they're out there doing what they think motorcycle clubs do. They're trying to, right? Is that not about the most backwards ass shit? They out there showing out and getting away, because like I remember years ago, about 2009, I think it was. There was a couple of clubs. I'm going to leave most of the clubs out of it, but there was this one certain club who had a bunch of cops in it, and they were doing this ride to a place called Old Town. Old Town is a part of Orlando. They got like big Ferris wheels and all this kind of stuff. Well, they got up there, and this one certain club was basically a cop club, doing all this stuff and starting fights and just carrying on like you wouldn't believe. And the fights break out, and the one cop pulled out a knife and got into a fight, and then another cop pulled out a gun, and these guys went to defend themselves. Shots were fired. Cops showed up, and when the cops showed up, all of the guys from that club started pulling out their badges, saying, "He did it, he did it, he did it, help me out." And guess what? All of those so-called club members all of a sudden turned into cops. And guess who went to jail? Everybody that wasn't a cop. And then, of course, the powers that be, I'm talking the real powers that be on the set, said, "You guys ain't a club no more. You're not welcome on the set no more." And they had issues and problems and concerns about it. But guess what? The set does what the set does. There's rules on the set that don't have nothing to do with cops or lawyers or Fox News. And so those guys, they're no longer a club, not in this state anyway. But the point about all of that is that so nowadays, guess what? I hope you keep doing that silly shit in other places, and I hope they keep calling you on it.
What was that message that Myron, you just took it off, that Myron put on there?
Oh, Myron said, oh, that was the question. Yeah, we want to ask that. Myron said, "Do you think that the recent news coverage of violence will negatively affect future memberships?" That was a question that I wanted us to delve into. But well, go ahead, brother.
It can go two ways. The scary, they're gonna leave, and the ones that's actually true to this will stay for the fight.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a purge, if you will. You know what I mean? You and you know who they are. You know what I mean? The ones who's scary and like, "Oh man, the police gonna come, they're gonna get us." They're gonna leave. They're gonna drop the ride. They're gonna leave because they don't, they scared of what may happen, what might happen, whatever, blah blah blah. Like walk outside and get hit by a damn car or walk across the street. Does that mean I'm not gonna walk across the fucking street? Damn, I'm not gonna walk across the street. You know what I mean? But I mean, some people's built for this, and some people ain't. That's just bottom line. That's just what it is. Always been that way. Okay. So you're gonna have some that's not gonna want to come this way. You're gonna have some that's just gonna run. You're gonna have some that's diehard fucking bikers that believe in what it is that we doing out here, and they're gonna stay and fight the long fight, and that's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Yeah. So either way, it's not gonna make any difference, because if they run, they ain't meant for here anyway, and they need to be gone any fucking way. I mean, so take that. The ones that run, take that as a way that that they wasn't built for this without you having to do anything to figure it out. They did it all.
You're separating the men from the boys, and I think what happens is, and folks, I've said this a lot over the past forever. The MC lifestyle, it's fun. We have a great time. That's why people do it. You get to ride motorcycles and hang out with cool people and see great looking women, and the girls, you see great looking guys, and you have all this kind of fun and everything like that. And it's freedom, right? But this ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody. If it was easy to get into a motorcycle club, everybody would do it. No kidding. Everybody would be in a motorcycle club if this shit was easy. But if it was that easy, everybody, wouldn't want. Who wants to be a part of something that everybody else can do, right? Now, what we do is special. It's special. It's fun. It's important. So this ain't for everybody. Just because somebody buys a motorcycle and can afford to buy a motorcycle does not mean that cat needs to be in a motorcycle club. Or even on the set, because I know some cats who've been on the set forever, ain't patched up not one day. Everybody knows them and loves them because they carry themselves like a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman, and they get love and respect. They can go anywhere they want to go, and folks show them love. Why? Because they know how the set works. They know what the rules are. You know what I mean? And so that's just the difference between the MC community and everything else. It ain't for everybody. But I believe wholeheartedly what you just said. You know what? That's those situations where the situation when them cats cut and run, no problem. Fine. You wasn't supposed to be here in the first place. Good riddance. I don't even got to think about, I can't remember your name right now. See you. Keep it moving. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. Because if you can't be here during those hard times and during this old crazy stuff that goes on, you don't deserve to be here when it's the annual or the birthday party or the lifer party or some of this old crazy good shit that's going on. You don't need to be here because your bitch ass broke the hell out because somebody said boo. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Papa G said, you folks realize that there are many law enforcement officers and first responders that are in regular MCs. Stop listening to the media. Yes. Facts. There are. I mean, there's whole entire clubs made up of first responders. And look, then there's Leos who are not in cop clubs. Shit. There's Leos in a lot of different cop clubs. And guess what? When they're in their club, they're a member of that club. They hung up their cop shit when they put on them rags for their club, and they're doing club shit. And when it's Monday and they go back to work, they're back to being a cop. And 9 times out of 10, they're not the asshole cops that you hear about on the news, just killing folks willy-nilly or whatever. So yeah. So to make it clear, so folks understand, I think I can speak for me and Archbishop. We're not anti-cop. We're anti-bad cop. People say, what's the difference? Yeah, there's a difference. There's definitely a difference. Bad cop who does bad shit, who's out there wilding out, and, doing crimes and everything else, and then pulling out a badge when things go bad. Bad cop, shooting people that don't need to be shot, unarmed people, killing black folks, white folks. I don't give a damn if you plaid. If you're out there killing people because you can and you can get away with it, guess what? You're a serial killer or a freaking crazy narcissistic damn, piece of shit who's out here doing stuff. Maybe they kick sand in your face, all that. Y'all all heard the little things that people say, oh, they kick too much sand in his face. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So there's that. Then you got, okay, I'll do one more. You got these cops that, for some reason or another, see the bad cops, know the bad cops, been watching the bad cops for years talking, damn, that's messed up, but don't do nothing. Aren't you a cop? Aren't you supposed to stop bad shit from happening? Aren't you supposed to arrest people who break the law? So if you're a cop who watches your homeboy, your fellow officer, break the law and you don't do nothing about it, your ass is a bad cop too. But the truth is, there's plenty of good cops. There really are. We ain't talking about them. We're talking about them other cats. And CNN, or not CNN, or just whatever mainstream media outlet decides to buy into whatever the hell those idiots say, Stephen Saul said, what's up, guys? Great show tonight. And Stephen, we appreciate it. We appreciate it, man. Thank you. Stephen, you're all right. I don't care what Papa G said about you. But okay, here we go. Original Millennial said, they have gangs and police departments now. A few in the LA Sheriff's Department are being investigated now. They do hits on civilians as initiations. Crazy thing is, Kenyatta, I'm going to take it that you're of a certain age because that shit's been going on for 40 years. Probably longer than that. So that's not nothing new. That's nothing new. They've been doing that for a minute.
Right. But we gangs, right?
Yeah, exactly. We gangs, but we don't get to wear the blue and the badge and stuff, I guess.
Right.
Yo, oh, by the way, Papa G, if you hadn't done it already, tell Mama G we said, hey, what's up? She's the most wonderful woman in North America, or at least not Canada, but the lower 48. Yeah, she's good. Most wonderful woman in the lower 48. Big fan of hers. And one of these days, y'all got to get out and come visit, come by the house or something like that for sure. Definitely, y'all need to come by and visit.
Yeah, I think we need to get this motorcycle club is not a gang. We need to get that movement started. Yeah, definitely. We need to come up with something. Like let's do this. We're gonna start it right now.
Okay, I got an idea. Hold on. Let me do this. All right, the phone number's up. So anybody who sees that phone number, you can send us your info, like like your social media, your email, your whatever the hell. And we're gonna send. First of all, if you don't have that image, we're gonna make sure you get it. We'll give you some text and some background and some of the stuff we're talking about. You can add your own stuff. We'll get that to you. But go ahead, Archbishop. What were you saying?
Yeah, we're gonna come up we're gonna come up with a whole different image. It's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna change it up a little bit. Because this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually push this shit across the country. This was the reason why I was asking the question from before as to where our audience was coming from, what areas. This is the
Eric
reason.
said he's from Detroit. He wanted you to know that. What up, though?
What up, though?
Detroit.
This is the reason why I was asking, because we're gonna start this movement. We're gonna push it all around the country. And who's gonna be able to push this all around the country? The people that's watching this show, because they live in all these different areas. So, like I said, we need to come up with, like I said, we come up with some different designs that we've been working on. We're gonna, like for instance, we're gonna actually make the damn t-shirt, not the one that you've seen, but it's gonna be something different with the same thing on it. We're gonna make the t-shirt, and we're gonna send that shit all around the country to everybody there, every club, whatever. If your club has, you know, green and blue, then your shit gonna come to you green and blue. If you want it orange, red, and purple, and whatever skittle fucking color you want, you gonna get it. But it's gonna be the same shirt, multiple damn colors, and we're gonna push it all over the damn country. Why? Because when the time comes, and it's gonna come real fucking soon.
Yeah.
When that comes, then everybody in masses is gonna have that shirt.
Hell yeah.
Standing at the Capitol building,
Ooh,
keeping
that part
is that we got sacred.
Oh yeah, facts. And you know what? That's the thing. So we did a thing. The last, well, not the last, but for a little bit, going back and forth to Tallahassee, we put together a group called Bikers Over Billionaires, because we were, basically protesting against and fighting against these billionaires from these insurance companies, and real cool looking shirts. I'm going to make sure I'm going to put up some pictures of some of that stuff on the Big BoneYard Facebook page so y'all can check it out. But that's what we did, and it was a whole sea of these shirts. They were black shirts with yellow and an alligator in the middle, and Bikers Over Billionaires. It was real cool. Fran Hash actually, her husband, I think, designed the shirts. It was sort of a takeoff from something that Ron DeSantis was talking about when he kept talking about the free state of Florida, which is not free. That's the biggest lie in the world, because this is an expensive damn state. But I digress. But my point is, though, is that it was an effort that was put together and it happened. And by comparison, I mean, there was some effort there, but it wasn't that hard. We just need people to say, hell yeah, I'm with that. We can do that all over the United States. So Archbishop has a few different designs, and we just need folks to organize a little something. When we say, hey, it's time, and it might be from one state to the next. Your state might have something going on where bikers need to get together and speak up. It might be my state. It might be north, south, east, or west. But guess what? The idea is to make sure that you can be seen and you can be heard, because here's what the government listens to. When they see people, a lot of people, they assume that if you took time out of your life to jump on your motorcycle and take a ride to the Capitol, chances are you might be able to vote. That means you can vote to keep them in, and you can vote to get them the fuck out.
Exactly.
Now they care. So asses in the seats. In our case, we're talking about motorcycle seats.
Just like they had the Million Man March, it'd be the Million Bike March, Million Motorcycle March. It make no difference. We're gonna the point of the matter is that when the time comes, we all gonna show up. You know what I mean? Because we all have that same thing in common. You know what I mean? Because if we lose this, what else is there?
Yep.
What else is there? You know what
Look,
I mean?
You can get Hollywood to cover it. Hollywood, what's up, Hollywood? Hollywood, right. I think Hollywood's gonna cover it if we do it.
If we let them take this, then what else? Then what else are they gonna take next? Pursue nothing. You know what I mean? And it can go just as quick as we sit there having this program. It can go that damn quick, because a lot of times, and this for being fact, they jump up and pass these little bills that don't nobody even know nothing about.
Yep. 11:59 p.m. on Friday night. That's what they do.
I mean, think about it. Trump got indicted the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Watch how many bills pass in the next 2 weeks while everybody's sitting here focusing on Trump.
Oh yeah.
Pass in the next 2 weeks.
Man, that's how they do. That's literally how they do. The thing about tort reform that almost slipped by without anybody noticing, because it was literally 11:59 p.m. on Friday night when nobody was paying attention. Had it not been for a nice proper snitch, we love you, snitch, that told folks what was going on, nobody would have known about it. Myron says, what do y'all think about putting together a big bone ride for charity or for bikers' rights causes? I'm with that. We've done it. We just didn't call it. We just didn't call it a Big BoneYard ride because we had so many different entities and so many different organizations who was a part of it. So we didn't brand it that way. But considering we still got stuff to fight about, I'm with it. What you think, brother?
Yeah, just roll with it.
Yeah. Now, somebody on Facebook says,
"Yeah, then you hit us up after this and give us, wrap our brain around some of the ideas that you're talking about, and we can bounce it back and forth and come up with a plan and get it done."
Right on. Now, Steven Stahl said, "What's up, my brother B?
What up, Smalls?"
And then, hey, Insane Throttle, that's Hollywood. Hollywood says, "I'll cover it in a heartbeat if y'all do it." He goes, "Shit, I'll put a commercial on the videos for it." That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. See, look, y'all done fucked around. Y'all trying to start some shit.
Yeah,
Trying to start some shit.
Revolution in this bitch. Watch me.
Hell yeah. Ghost Eagle said that would be kick-ass, Myron. Okay. Well, shit, we might be on to something. I'll tell you what, on that note, we're going to see if we can overcome some of the technical difficulties and bid y'all adieu, because we feel like this has been a good night. We definitely covered some stuff, and I think folks are excited about the idea. And, we didn't start off by saying, hey, let's have a movement, but you know what? That's all right. It is a movement. Take a look at this one more time.
Be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So say good night to the bad guy.
Okay, all right. We got to say good night to the bad guy. So I guess we the bad guy. But in the meantime, let's see if I can get it. Wait, stand by. Wait, working technical difficulty. Y'all know what it is. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, stop it, man. Look, I'm not a technical genius or nothing. I don't know how to push the buttons. But look. But I tell y'all what. I hope y'all take a minute, think about what we're talking about. But hit the Big BoneYard, the Facebook page. There's the chats. We have the Discord now, which I'm still learning what that is. But look, y'all get at us, and when we say we're going to work together with you, we want to hear all of that. So when y'all chime on to any of that stuff, let us know, because we're trying to get an idea. Where are you, and what do we need to do for where you are? And we're going to fuck with you. We might reach out to any one of y'all. If you say in your Virginia, if you say you're in Virginia, Nicole Bell, I can tell you right now, I'm going to get at you. If you say you in, where's Midnight Ghost Rider from again?
Charleston, West Virginia.
If you say you're Midnight Ghost Rider, we're going to fuck with you about Charleston, West Virginia, and so on, and so on, and so on. Because hey, it's a lot of work that needs to be done. And who else is going to do it? We might as well. Shit. Might as well.
And we might as well just strap on up and do it. Since nobody else want to do it, let's strap up and get it done.
Hell yeah, that part. See, I dig the way you saying that shit, man. But in the meantime, listen, y'all came out, you took time out of your life to come and fuck with us. And look, we love you for it. We appreciate it. We're going to keep doing this thing. So we're going to be doing it again in 7 days. We're going to do the damn thing. Princess Astrid, we see you. Keep it logical. Keep it logical, saying, I am ready. And that's what's up. So keep it ready. Speaking of which, where are you? Keep it logical. Where are you? So let us know where you are. Papa G, we know that you're right here in the Tampa Bay area, Florida. Papa G says, great show, brothers. Bone, let's get together soon, bro. So we're gonna hit the clubhouse. We're gonna pound the ground. We're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna have a good fucking time. And but for sure. And then Myron said, need to put a ride together with with a barbecue contest right after that. We're actually talking about that right now. It's so funny.
That may be something, We'll wait. We'll talk.
You heard that, right? You heard that?
Yeah. You own to something there, Myron.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about
I swear we talked about that today. Because folks love every time we go to let's see, there's Kansas City, there's what's that other place? Mississippi. There's a few states that swear they got the best barbecue makers in the world. We might need to put that to the test and find out who really, who's faking it and who's really making it. We might figure this out. But yeah, I see you, Princess Astrid, damn it. But yo, in the meantime, look, we appreciate y'all. We got love and respect for y'all. We gonna fuck with y'all again in about a whole nother 7 days. But between now and then, for real, don't forget, hit the Big BoneYard Facebook page. Let's talk about this. For real. Robert Landis is from Ohio. All right, where in Ohio are you from, Robert Landis? And I know that's not what they call you on the set. What do they call you when you're riding your motorcycle? Let's see what he say. Let's see. Robert Landis, let us know something. Tell us something. We're literally waiting to end the show so that Robert Landis will let us know. Okay, Keep It Logical's from Texas. Okay. Where in Texas, though? Because, depending on where you are, I think he said Dallas-Fort Worth, I think is where he said. But the point is, though, is that we want to hear from y'all. Hit the Facebook page or send a text on the phone number that's scrolling across the screen. All right, yeah, he said Dallas. All right. So Robert Landis is in Dallas. Robert Landis is Computer Bob?
No. Keep It Logical is from Dallas.
Yeah, Keep It Logical is from Dallas, but Robert Landis said, Westville, Ohio. I don't know where that is. You know where Wellsville. You know where that is?
No.
Okay. All right. So, but we'll figure it out. Myron said, I got the best grilled salmon and sirloin in the game. Just saying.
Okay, we're gonna see, bro. We're gonna see. When you get a hold of us, I'm telling you, we got something in mind. We're gonna
put that shit to the test.
Yeah, yes, sir. We're about to see.
Okay. Don't play with it, because this might turn into it's gonna be a thing. But yo, real talk though, I think this has been real good, and I feel good about the fact that I think we got some good shit going on. And I think we're gonna be all right, because at the end of the day, the way that this shit works is bikers, we have a tendency to take care of and watch out for each other. I mean, just pretty consistently, and I mean, that's what's up. But in the meantime, what we're going to do, I'm still playing with stuff here.
To pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity.
I'm doing all this stuff, but so here's what we're going to do. We're going to say goodnight, and I keep pushing buttons. And look, I'm not a button pusher. Like, what's that guy? George Jetson. That was like his job. But in the meantime, I'm going to shut the fuck up, and I'm going to show, we're going to run a couple of different things. We're going to show that one video again. Y'all think about it. Get at us. Hit this line, and hopefully between now and next week, we're going to know a little something about some of the shit we're going to put together. But we're excited about it. I hope y'all stay excited about it. We're going to do the damn thing.
I'm going to start dropping some pictures in the chat line here the next day or two. We're going to get this organized. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that, this is something that has to be done. Not something that it has to be done. Has to be done. So if you're going to sit here and talk about it, you know how some people say, don't talk about it, be about it.
Be about it. Yep.
That's what we're about to do.
Woo. In the meantime, hey, Myron, Semper Fi, Devil Dog. Semper Fi. Hey, in the meantime, love and respect. We're going to see y'all here on the Big BoneYard in about a whole
what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So say good night to the bad guy.
A career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When a client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.
Welcome to the Big BoneYard.